Hey everybody, welcome. This is Michelle Goldstein with Heart Alchemy Yoga, and today's practice is a morning workout flow. So it's perfect to get you warmed up and worked out on get your day started properly. Basically like every other yoga video, but this one's a fresh flow for a new start. So let's go ahead and get started. Come to sit at the front of your mat. And close your eyes. Every yoga practice is great for the morning, is what I mean. It's not like every yoga video. It's not like every yoga practice because it's this practice right now. This practice, this breath that you're taking right now is the only one that you've ever taken just like this, in this exact moment. So do begin to deepen your breath with that deep understanding, with this deep understanding that it is so precious, it is so unique, and it is so transient, it's fleeting. To really bring our presence to the experience is to really suck the juice out of it. Go ahead and reach your arms up on an inhale. And as you exhale, take a twist to the right. Your left hand comes to your right knee and your right hand comes to the floor behind you. And draw the shoulder heads back a little bit, firm the belly in so you're not collapsing into the lower spine. And breathe. And come back to center, reach the arms up, bring the palms together in front of your heart. And switch the cross of your legs. So whichever leg was on top, you bring that in towards you. Reach the arms up, other leg on top. And take a twist to the other side. Right hand to the left knee, left hand to the floor behind you. Shoulder heads draw back, and shoulders slide down the back. And fully engage in the experience of your breath. This gift that's moving through you always, but especially right now. And come back to center, reach the arms up. And this time as you exhale, take your hands down to the ground in front of you. Come up onto your hands and knees and take your hands under your shoulders, spread your fingers and tuck your toes. And go ahead and lift your hips up and take your first downward facing dog pose of the practice. You can rock back and forth from side to side in your hips, or pedal out your heels, or lift legs, or whatever you like to do to help bring you better into your body, into the experience. And do start to work the arms, so the triceps firm into the biceps and the shoulder blades lift up to the sky. Elongate the sides of your waist, the sides of the ribs. And shift forwards to plank pose on an inhale. And exhale, just go ahead and take it back to downward dog. And again, inhale to plank. You're starting to build a little heat. Exhale back to downward dog. One more time, inhale to plank position. And exhale back to downward dog. And lift your right leg up on an inhale. As you exhale, softly step the right foot all the way up to the front of your mat and be on your back toes. So the back leg, your left leg engages, shoulders slide away from the ears. And deeply breathing, hug the right knee and the right hip towards the midline of your body without forcing anything. A little extension in the upper back. So if it helps you to come up onto your fingertips to get a little more extension, instead of rounding too much in the upper back, do that. And then step your right foot back, downward dog. Inhale to plank, and we'll take our first vinyasa here, lower down, chaturanga, or the ground. Flip over the toes, come to upward dog or cobra pose. And exhale the hips back to downward dog. Lift your left leg on an inhale. Exhale, softly step the left foot all the way up to the front of your space and just be in this lunge here. There's this hug to the midline aspect to everything that we do in the practice. You hug to the center, you hug the muscles of the body onto the bones. But when I say hug, I mean like a loving embrace, not forcing, not gripping. And get a little spinal extension, but keep the back of your neck long so you're not cranking the head up too high and you're not collapsing the chin down. And wake up the back leg so the right heel presses back. Good, and then step back to downward dog pose. And again, shift forwards to plank. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale back, downward dog pose. Deep, smooth, even breathing. Good, and then from here, go ahead and walk your feet up to the front of your mat. And on an inhale, lengthen your spine. Now as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Press the feet down, circle the arms up. Exhale, the palms connect in front of your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. We'll do a few sun salutes. Exhale, fold forwards into your legs. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Shift forwards on your toes so that your elbows stack over your wrists, and then lower down, chaturanga. And inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back, downward dog. Good, deep breath. When we're breathing deeply, we're focusing the energy, our attention, and the energy of our life on our life itself. And the breath also keeps us calm, cool-headed, as it warms the body up. Inhale, lift your heels up. And exhale, walk, or you can hop your feet up to the front of your mat. Good. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. And exhale, the palms meet at the heart. So we'll do a few more rounds of those. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, step back or jump back if that's your practice, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. So in the sun salutations, we're drawing the solar energy into our lives, into our bodies, into our mind, energetically spiritually, emotionally, which is one of the reasons that a practice like this is better in the morning, in my opinion, than at night. When I practice at nighttime, I'm up all night long. This really wakes up the energy flow through the body. Lift the heels on an inhale, and exhale, walk or hop your feet up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, connect the palms together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen out. And vinyasa, step or jump back. Inhale, upward dog. And belly and hips back, downward dog pose. And one more. When you're ready, hop your feet up or walk. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale, reach up. Exhale, the palms meet. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow to the legs. And inhale, lengthen the spine. And vinyasa, step or jump back. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. So from here, step your right foot up to your hands. Set your left knee down on your mat and slide your left leg back a little bit if that helps get you into the quads a little more. Take the arms up for Asana, low lunge position. Lift the frontal hip points up. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. And take the wrists back a little bit. The arms straighten up, but the shoulders, your shoulders slide down your back. And then from here, take your hands down either to the floor or to blocks on either side of your right foot. Press your right leg straight, flex the right foot. So Darren will show you how to do it with the blocks. Set your left knee on the floor though. Good. Flex the right foot, curl the right toes back. So you lift the right toes up, the foot up. There you go. Shoulders move away from the ears. And then in a flow, inhale, bend your right knee, reach the arms up. As you exhale, straighten the right leg, fingers to the ground, fold a little bit. Inhale, bend the right knee, reach the arms up. Exhale, the right leg straight, fold in. Last time, bend the right knee on an inhale. And then as you exhale, release the hands down to the ground, tuck the back toes, lift your left knee up. Press back to down dog, lift the right leg, inhale. Exhale, bring the right knee into your chest, shift forward to plank. Inhale back, lift the right leg up. Exhale, right knee hugs into the chest, shift forwards. One more time, lift the right leg. Exhale, hug the right knee in. Set the right foot back down at the front of your mat and come up to crescent pose, high crescent lunge. Square off your hips to the front of your mat, which means for most of us, we'll draw the right hip back, left hip forwards. All the same alignment points as in the low lunge, except now your back knee is lifted. Frontal hip points lift, shoulders soft, wrists back, belly in. And from here, I almost always warm up with standing splits, so that's what we're going to do from here, take your hands down to the floor or to blocks on either side of your right foot. Flex your left foot and lengthen into the fold. Be very gentle with yourself, because regardless of what you're working with it. So work with it respectfully. And let it be exploratory. So, notice how you feel, be present with it. And maybe you learn something new as you go. And set your left foot down next to your right at the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway position. Exhale, forward fold. From here, interlace your fingers behind your back. Stretch the arms overhead. And get some space around your neck. So slide the shoulders away from the ears. And come all the way up to stand. Press the feet down. Circle the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Come all the way down. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, vinyasa. If you jump back with bent elbows to chaturanga, otherwise lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. And step your left foot up to your hands. Set your right knee down, maybe slide the right leg back an inch. Take the arms up. Low lunge. Sit the hips forwards a little bit, but to keep it out of your lower back, lengthen the tailbone down towards the ground. Frontal hip points lift up. And the lower ribs, the lower floating ribs, if you have a tendency to collapse in here, then make sure that you hug the lower ribs in. It's subtle, but it will make a huge difference in the way that you're using your body. And we are using our bodies to get through life. So learning to do that with integrity and grace. And from here, you're going to take your hands down, use blocks if they help you, to either side of your left leg and straighten the left leg. Flex the left foot. And the goal here is not to get your face on your leg. As you notice, neither one of us are doing that. It has nothing to do with that. So get the spinal extension as you get the length and the hamstring stretch. So think always in your practice, think space and softening. And on an inhale, bend your left knee, reach the arms up. As you exhale, the left leg straightens, hands down, fold. Inhale, bend the left knee, reach the arms up. Exhale, the left leg straight, fold in. And one more time, bend the left knee, reach the arms up. And then from here, you'll just take the hands down to the ground, tuck the back toes, lift the right knee up, and press to down dog split. Lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, left knee hugs into the chest. Inhale, back, lift. Exhale, hug the left knee into your chest. And one more time, lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, left knee hugs to the chest. Set the left foot back down at the front of your mat. Come up to crescent pose. Take a moment to align your pelvis. Get the hip points pointing forwards to the front of your mat. Shoulders soften. Sit down into it a little bit. If you feel so inclined, you could lift the corners of your mouth and see how that makes you feel. And then we'll work into standing splits. The hands come to blocks or to the floor on either side of the left foot. Fold forwards. Shoulders move away from the ears. Breathe with it, breathe with it. If there is a goal in the yoga practice, it's simply this moment right now. That's the goal, just to be here. There's really nothing to strive for. There's not even really anything to do. Just be, right? We're human beings. We're not human doings. Good. Now set your right foot down next to your left at the front of your mat. On an inhale, lengthen out, and as you exhale, fold forwards. Interlace your fingers with the opposite grip behind your back. Stretch your arms. Up and overhead. Shoulder blades can come together a little bit behind your back. And work the inner edges of the feet down. And then release your arms. And bring your feet together. Bend your knees. Come to chair pose on an inhale. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, vinyasa, step or jump back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your right foot up to your hands. Spin your back heel flat to the ground. Come up, warrior one for a breath. And release the hands down to your mat. Step back to plank and lower down, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Step the left foot through, back heel flat. Warrior one pose, one breath. Up, and one breath all the way down to chaturanga if you can. Step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back. Push the floor away from you to get that stretch in the shoulders and the back and the sides of the armpits and the sides of the waist. Lift the heels up, inhale. Exhale, float the feet up to your hands. Good, lengthen on your inhale and fold forwards on your exhale. Bend your knees, chair pose on the inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen out. And vinyasa, so sun salutation, the B series. Back to down dog. Step the right foot through, back heel flat, warrior one, come up. And exhale, release. Plank, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale, left foot steps through. Warrior one, come on up. Work the outer right foot. Good, release. Plank, chaturanga. Upward dog and downward dog. So if you feel at any point during your workout, and I'm calling it a workout kind of as a joke because it is a workout, but this is a work in. Yoga is a work in. Which means if you're feeling at any point overwhelmed or overworked, be sure to rest. That's really important. You can always put your knees down and take a child's pose. Inhale the heels up. Exhale, bring your feet forwards. Good, lengthen on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Step the right foot through, come up, warrior one. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Plank, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Step the left foot through, come up, warrior one. One breath up. Exhale, release. So it is important to get a yoga workout in my opinion. We do want to take care of our bodies. We want to stretch and strengthen. We really want to take care. But let that taking care be the very foundation of what you're doing. When you're ready, bring your feet forwards for another round. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right foot steps through, warrior one, come up. And release to plank. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back. Left foot steps through, come up, warrior one. And release. Vinyasa. Okay, let's go ahead and move through one more round. When you're ready, bring your feet forwards. Lengthen, inhale. Fold on the exhale. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flow, Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, back. Step your right foot through, come up, warrior one. Inhale. And release to plank. Lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Left foot steps through. Come on up. Inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Lift your right leg up on an inhale. Exhale, step the right foot through. Come up, warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior on an inhale. Exhale to side angle pose just for a breath. And then come back up to warrior two. Release your hands down to your mat. Step to down dog, lift the right leg up. Exhale the right knee to the left elbow. Good. Again, inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hug the right knee over to the left elbow. Good. Now come to plank, both legs straight back. Lower it down. Good. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back. Good. Lift your left leg, inhale. Exhale, step through. Come up, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, back, warrior two. Exhale the hands down, step to down dog, lift the left leg. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Good, 2 more times. Lift the left leg. Exhale, twist. 1 more, lift. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Good, and then plank. Lift the corners of your mouth. Lower down, Chaturanga. Good, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, you guys, take a deep breath in through your nose. Close your eyes, stick out your tongue, let out a lion's breath. Good, and go ahead and bring your feet forwards to the front of your mat. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Fold in half, exhale. Rise up to stand, inhale. Exhale, the palms meet at the heart. Just take a moment, feel your heartbeat in your chest. Feel your breath move in and out of your lungs. This is how it feels to be alive right now. And even on days where it can be frustrating, it's still kind of awesome. Once we let go of our expectations, then we significantly lower our frustrations. So just to be so grateful for what we have, then suddenly the frustrating day turns into a blessing or a lesson. So from here, open your eyes, open your arms out like wings. Wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. We're coming in for eagle pose. Bend your knees. Take the left leg up and over the right leg. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Sit your sitting bones down. The frontal hip points lift up. The shoulders soften away from the ears. Okay, so we're going to transition from here to warrior 3. Unravel the arms and the legs. Bring the palms together in front of your heart. Extend the left leg back. See if you can lower your left hip so that it's level with your right-ish, like eventually. Keep your sense of humor, everybody. Shoulder blades draw down the back. And from here, bring your left fingertips to a block or to the floor under your left shoulder. Flex the left foot, reach the right arm up. So you're in twisting half moon pose. I have literally had students tell me that this pose should have never been invented. It's a terrible idea for anybody. That's in case you're challenged, you're not the only one, is my point. And the ones that challenge us the most are often the ones that we need the most, or that we can benefit from the most. See if you can drop the left shoulder, the left rib cage a little bit to reach the right arm up. Good, and then take the right hand down. Bend your right knee. Step back to warrior 1. Heel toe the right foot actually to the right a little bit so you have a wider warrior 1 pose. Come on up. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. Draw the right rib cage back and then fold forwards into humble warrior. Good, come up warrior 1 pose. Open up to warrior 2. Heel toe the right foot to the left an inch. Good, reverse your warrior on the inhale. And the exhale, release your hands down to your mat. Step to plank pose. Bring your feet together. Roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Reach the right arm up for Vashisthasana. So if you want to, you could put your left knee down. Or if you want to work a little strength but still need a little support, you could take your right foot to the ground in front of you and lift the left hip up, press the right foot down. There's a couple variations. But push up out of the left shoulder and lift the left hip up. Hug the inner thighs together. Good, and then release the right hand down. And either back to downward dog or vinyasa if you want it. Good. Step, hop or walk your feet up to the front of your mat. Lengthen on your inhale. Fold in on your exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. And exhale, the palms meet. Good. Open your arms. Wrap the right arm underneath the left arm. Bend your knees. Right leg up and over the left leg. Eagle pose. Soften your gaze a little bit. Put a little kindness in your eyes. And we're going to come to Warrior 3, so you'll unravel the arms and legs. Palms come together, you lengthen the right leg back. Pivot on your hips so that your torso comes parallel to the ground. Flex your right foot. Good, and then bring the right hand down to a block or to the floor under your right shoulder. Flex the right foot, reach the left arm up. Relax your face. Good, and then release the left hand down. Step the right foot straight back behind you. Spin the right heel flat. Come up, Warrior 1. Heel toe the left foot to the left a little bit for this next pose. Interlace your fingers behind your back, and then fold forwards into Humble Warrior. Come on up, Warrior 1. Open up to Warrior 2. Reverse Warrior, inhale. And exhale the hands down. Step back to plank. Roll to the outer right foot, reach the left arm up. Take any variations that you like here, modifications. But breathe whatever you do, breathe. And final lift up out of it. Hug to the midline and lift up out of it. Good. Release the left hand down. And either back to dog, child's pose, or vinyasa. You're doing great, you guys. Stay with it. Step your right foot up to your hands. Come up, Warrior 1. Open up to Warrior 2. Press the outer edge of the left foot, bend the right knee. And then press the right leg straight. Reach forwards for triangle pose. Take the right hand to a block on the outer right foot or to the floor. Some of you maybe grab your right shin if that feels good. Lengthen through the right side of your torso. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. And then from here, step up to half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. You can still use the block if that is working for you. I'm a big fan of using blocks and props. Flex your left foot. And if you don't need it, then you just take the hand down. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with how advanced you are, your flexibility or your strength. You know you're advancing in your practice when you start to really just deeply care and respect what you're doing, yourself and the experience. And then from here, we're going to come all the way up to stand at the top of your mat. Set your left foot down next to your right. Reach the arms up. Bring the palms together in front of your heart. Stand on your left leg and take tree pose with the right foot. Keep the frontal hip points lifted up and the abdominal muscles engaged. The palms come together at the heart. Set the right foot down next to the left foot. Take a moment to remember why you practice. And reach your arms up on an inhale. Fold forwards as you exhale. Lengthen the spine on an inhale. Exhale, vinyasa, make your way back. And step the left foot through, come up warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Press the outer edge of the right foot. Make sure your right foot's turned in a little bit. And sit down into the left hip. Hug the inner thighs together. And press your left leg straight, reach forwards, come into triangle pose. And step up to half moon when you're ready. Step up onto the left leg. Use the block if it's helping you and working for you. Flex your right foot. And come all the way up to stand. Arms reach up on an inhale. Exhale, the palms connect. Stand on your right leg and take tree pose with the left foot. Whatever you like with the arms. Just really press your right foot down, and energetically you can plug in all the way down into the center of the earth. Get so grounded. And rise up all the way through the heart, through the crown of the head. You can rise up all the way up to heaven above. And just feel that connection between heaven and earth and how and where they mix inside of you. Bring the palms together at your heart. Set your left foot down next to your right. Reach your arms up on an inhale. Fold forwards on your exhale. Lengthen the spine, inhale. And vinyasa, make your way back. And last bit, step the right foot through. Be on the back toes, reach the right arm up for a twist. Slide the shoulders away from your ears. And take the right hand down, spin the left heel flat, and open to warrior two. And take the right hand again down, but this time to the inside of the right foot, maybe the right elbow to the right knee if you like for side angle pose. But bend your right knee to 90 degrees. Left arm over the left ear, shoulders slide down the back. If you'd like to wrap this pose, you can. You could take the left arm behind your back if you want to. Otherwise, keep the right arm reaching forwards to the front of your mat. And if you do wrap the pose, you can take a half wrap or a full wrap. But do just listen to your body and respond to what it's telling you. Okay, and then release both hands down to the inside of the right foot. Come up on the back toe, set your left knee down. And then from here with your right hand, see if you can reach back for that left foot. If you can't reach the foot, just slide the left leg back. We're stretching the quadriceps. So if you can reach the foot, grab it. Some of you may be lower onto your left forearm if that feels good. And gently draw the left heel in towards your bottom. Good, and then release the left foot. Take your hands down, tuck the back toes, press to down dog, lift the right leg up, open your right hip, bend your right knee. Lift the left shoulder a little bit so the upper back is level. And set the right foot down next to the left. Step your left foot up to your hands. Be on your back toes, reach the left arm up. And then spin the right heel flat, take the left hand down and make your way up to warrior two. And from here you'll come to side angle, right? So you can take the left elbow to the left thigh, the left hand down, maybe you use a block under the left hand. All different opportunities to take care of yourself here. Some of you, maybe you wrap the pose with a half wrap or a full bind. And release both hands down to the ground. Come up on the back toes, set your right knee down. And then with your right hand, or your right hand down, see if you can reach with your left hand for your right foot. And then any variation that you like here as well. And then release the right foot. Take both hands down, tuck the back toes. Press to down dog, lift the left leg, open the left hip, bend the left knee. And set the left foot down next to the right. One last vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Up dog, inhale. And exhale, back. Good. Now from here, go ahead and set your knees down on your mat. Stand up on your knees. And we'll take 2 back bends. We'll take camel pose today. So bring your hands to your butt and lengthen the tailbone down. Shoulder blades come together. Lift the chin up and tilt the head back. Maybe you reach back for your heels if that feels good to you. Good. Come up. Sit back on your heels. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel. And we'll come in for one more. Stand up on your knees. Come up and back into camel. And come up, cross your ankles behind you, sit back on your bottom, and bring the soles of your feet together in front of you. And just very gently lengthen forwards. Just been in a big back bend, so this is the opposite of that. Be very gentle. Let your neck soften. And press yourself up. Press your right leg straight in front of you. Bend the left knee out to your side. We're coming in for Janushirshasana. Flex the right foot. Reach the arms up and fold forwards. And go ahead and come on up and switch sides. Flex the left foot, fold forwards. And come on up. Press both legs straight in front of you. Flex your feet. Arms up. Fold forwards. Grab what you can grab, including a strap if you have one, if that helps you. And just be mindful of where your mind is right now, and remember that you have the power to bring it where you want it to be. And that actually is the power of the practice in action. Go ahead and roll yourself up. We're going to come all the way into plow pose. So if you need to scoot forwards on your mat a little bit, do that. Take your feet to the floor over your head. Walk your shoulder blades together. And honestly, if you have a ponytail in your way like I do, just get that rubber band out of the way so that you can get your head on the ground and keep the natural arc in your neck. And then when you're ready, lift your legs up for shoulder stand. And then in this shoulder stand, bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together. So you're in the Baddha Konasana variation. And then bring your knees by your ears, by the sides of your head. For Karna Padasana. Lower yourself all the way down onto the ground. When you get to the floor, bend your knees, put your feet on the floor, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, and take thread the eye of the needle pose, which if you're doing these videos a lot, you can see that this is one of my favorite poses. Not because it looks especially cool or impressive, but because it really works. This is one of the most important things, in my opinion, you can do, especially if you sit a lot or if you work out a lot, if you run a lot or something like that. This is really good to release your back and open your hips. And switch sides. Make sure that you flex your feet in this pose to protect your knees. Your right knee into your chest, left leg straight, and take a twist. And come back to center and switch sides. So if you want to linger in any of these poses for longer than I'm teaching, you know that that's available to you, right? I say the same thing in my public classes as well. This is your practice, it's your body, it's your life. And it's actually kind of ironic that we go to our yoga classes, to our yoga practice, to have somebody tell us what to do. Because really yoga is the opposite of that. It's listening to ourselves and responding. So it can be useful to have a teacher or a guide, but really listen to your inner teacher first. And come back to center. And take happy baby pose. Feel your back press down into the ground and your spine lengthen. And when you're ready, release your arms and your legs to the floor. You can take the soles of the feet together if you like, or the legs straight for shavasana. So if you want to stay resting, please rest for as long as you like. Otherwise, stretch your arms and your legs and hug your knees into your chest. And roll yourself onto your side. And press yourself up to sit. When you get to seated, close your eyes. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. And take a moment to acknowledge your efforts, to thank your body for its hard work, and bow to your inner teacher. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. This is Michelle Goldstein. Please subscribe to our Heart Alchemy yoga channel here on YouTube. And we've got lots of new teachers coming on board. So lots of new offerings for great practices for every day of your week. Thank you so much. Namaste.